Back people to Northside LDN, and today I was meant to be talking about the preview for Arsenal versus Liverpool, but as everybody probably already knows by now, that has now been cancelled. And I'm gutted, man. I'm gutted. I've been down. I've been down literally the whole time since we lost against Man City, a match we threw away, a match that I felt we could have got the 3 points, and we threw that away. And I was looking forward to doing a preview today, being a little bit more positive, a little bit more, upbeat. But it looks like the Liverpool game is not going to go ahead, and we will be playing Liverpool next week. So yeah, man, flipping hell, man. I was expecting to be, you know, don't know, something positive, and now it's just negative after negative. You know what I mean? After such a great performance, well, first half against Man City, and then bottling it, me being vexed. Now we got this merda, this bucaria. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I mean, what we've got here. We've got O'Connor saying, "Big up Northside, big yourself up, my guy." We've got Big Josh, big up, bro. Yo, big yourself up, Josh. And we got Football Capo, Dimolo Northside with the passion for this. Listen, I was animated, I was vexed, but let's get into it, man. I was looking forward to playing Liverpool. Obviously, we know that Salah wouldn't have been here for this match. Mane wouldn't have been here for this match. They're off to the AFCON. And I was looking forward to it, but it looks like it's not going to go ahead. And I'm just gutted, man. And this is why I'm gutted. I'm gutted because Aston Villa were forced to play Liverpool, with kids, when they had a outbreak. And it's like, how come that match didn't get postponed? Or how come that match, didn't get pushed back? These are the kind of things we need to ask. I think with when it comes to COVID, it's the same problem we have with VAR. It's inconsistencies. And I think all of us can understand when it's the same rules for everybody. But we don't see that. Aston Villa had to play with the kids. Leyton Orient had to forfeit their match against Spurs, because they had a COVID outbreak. So why is it different on these situations? But now for Liverpool, they're able to postpone the match. And I don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming Liverpool. Liverpool are just trying to use the rules to their benefit. You know what I mean? And fair play. But how come Arsenal, when we faced Brentford for the first game of the season, we didn't have all our starting 11? How come our match didn't get postponed? You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. Like, when Liverpool played the UEFA Super Cup, they played kids. There was no problem there. Do you know what I mean? How come that match didn't get postponed? Do you know what I mean? And not only is this match being postponed, it's being postponed, caramba, and then the actual draws changed. We now got them next week, and our first match is now at Anfield. It was supposed to be at the Emirates. Now it's at Anfield. What's all that about? Why do we need to change that? Okay, cool. If there's loads of COVID outbreaks and this, and that, cool. But why are you changing the dynamics of the game? We were supposed to play the Emirates first leg and then playing at Anfield for the second leg. Now you've completely changed our plans, changed the dynamics, and now our fixtures are looking mad. Let me get into our fixtures real quick. This is how much it's kind of messed our fixtures. Arsenal are now playing Nottingham Forest 9th of Jan. Yeah, cool. Then we've got Liverpool now 13th of Jan. Then 3 days later we got Tottenham 16th of Jan. Then 20th of Jan we've got Liverpool again. Do you know what I mean? It's like it just made our games way more congested, and I don't know how everybody else is feeling. Like, oh my god, man, it's just I wanted to play this match, man, and it's just like, for me, I'm not gonna lie, I just want to know how many people have got COVID. I want to know how many people have got COVID. But I don't want to hear no bucaria about, it's because we got injuries, bro. Injuries happen with everyone, yeah? Liverpool had how many injuries last season? And they had to play midfielders in the defense. This happens to everyone. When we had injuries, yeah, nobody was there for us. Nobody had any pen. I know nobody cared about what's going on with Arsenal. We got injuries. We can't play our start in the lineup. So I don't want to hear nothing about injuries. I don't want to hear anything about international players going abroad because it's happening to everyone. We've got Partey going on to the AFCON. We've got Aubameyang going to the AFCON. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. All I want to know is how many people in that Liverpool squad have got COVID. And why can't they play their youth? Why can't they play the youngsters, the under 23s? They don't need to register them. They can bring them straight into the team. So why can't they play them? This is something that I'm not really understanding, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just wanted I wanted to do the preview today. Like, I wanted to look forward to something, and then now it's like, flipping out. Like, you know what I mean? I got to wait to the weekend now for some football. But people, tell me how you feeling, man. Tell me, what's going on. What do you think about, about this? Because when I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it. When we played Brentford and Chelsea at the start of the season, and we didn't have our starting 11, through COVID, we couldn't get those matches postponed. So why couldn't we get those matches postponed, but Liverpool are able to get this match postponed? Like, and this is where you got to look at the FA, you got to look at the Premier League, you got to look at the governing bodies of football. You can't give a rule one place to one team and not to another. And I think probably from what I've seen online, which is why I kind of took my time before speaking on this, was the consensus. I don't normally talk about VAR. I don't talk about COVID. I don't normally talk about these things, because I already know it's inconsistencies for everyone. But at the same time, I get why a lot of Arsenal fans are annoyed at this, because it's the same dealing with VAR, and the inconsistencies are just not good enough. Like, we lost to Brentford and we lost to Chelsea. Could we have got a draw at least? A win or a draw against them if we had our strongest team? Who knows? We don't know anymore. But those matches didn't get postponed, and we had people out for COVID. So why does Liverpool get to use the COVID card and get this match, rescheduled and postponed? I don't understand. Like, these inconsistencies, like, they're not right. You know what I mean? Then it's not right. That could have changed our season. Do you know what I mean? That could have changed our season. We started off the league with 2 losses. Do you know what I mean? And I just think that it's not right, man. If you're gonna have a rule, make sure the rule is for everyone. Otherwise, what merda are we doing here? What bucari are we doing here? One team gets away with it, the other one doesn't. As I said, I'm gonna reiterate. I don't blame Liverpool Football Club, because if you can use the rules to benefit you, of course you're going to do that, and any club would do that. If Arsenal could do that, when we wanted Brentford and Chelsea game earlier, our 2 first games in the season postponed, we would have done that. Do you know what I mean? But why is it like they need to come out and tell us exactly what are the rules, and they need to be more transparent with how many players you need out to the point where you can't field a starting 11 and have a bench, because we have all these academies, all this money in these academies, these young players. Let them play. Up until this point, Liverpool are only playing their young players. They're playing their second team. So why can't they do that now? I don't understand. You know what I mean? I just don't really get it. Like, Spurs got kicked out, of a European Cup this season due to COVID outbreaks. So why is it fair it's given to Liverpool in this situation? It's literally the same thing. They got kicked out. Do you know what I mean? And I don't care about Spurs. You know what I mean? Spurs are my merda, and that's never going to change. I don't care about Spurs. But my point is, these are the inconsistencies. Why didn't Aston Villa get a match postponed? Why didn't Leyton Orient? Why did they get, kicked out and they had to forfeit the match? You know what I mean? Why didn't Spurs? Why was Spurs kicked out of a European Cup instead of their match, postponed as well? Why were they just automatically kicked out? But Liverpool, same problem, yet they're able to do this. Like, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like, let me just quickly get into the comments, because the comments are flying. See what you guys are saying. What we got here. Sentiment FC says, big up Northside. Hopefully our coaching staff can learn from LFC and use this in our future to get us a break in the future. It all boils down to money revenues. I agree, bro. I agree, because when you're telling Leyton Orient that they have to forfeit straight away, but Liverpool are able to postpone, and not only postpone it, also get it put so it's in their favor. The first leg is at Anfield. How's that fair? Even if you look, I don't mind. They don't even have to say the names of the players. If they came out, and they said, listen, we've got 8 starting 11s, that we can't field. They got COVID. I'd be like, cool. But they're using words like suspected. That person is suspected that they got COVID. What's suspected, bro? Like, either you got the pucaria de corona or you ain't got the pucaria de corona. Like, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, man. Like, to me, it's uma merda. Like, make it consistent, make it fair for all teams, not just Arsenal, for everyone. Do you know what I mean? And maybe we can use this. And if Arsenal do use this, because we have some of our starting lineup, God forbid, if we had Saka, Martinelli, Emil Smith-Rowe, Odegaard all out with COVID, and we didn't want to play a match, cool, use it, cool. But how come every time we've tried to get a match postponed, we haven't got it, but Liverpool want to get a match postponed, and it's like this, and then it's in their favor? Like, they get to play at Anfield first game. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? And the blame is on the governing body, the blame is on whoever, is the governing body of the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, European Cups, the FA. It's their problem because they're the ones setting the standards. You know what I mean? And it's just not right. It's not right. It's not right. Facts, my bro. Liverpool noticed our performance versus City, and now there is chicken feathers everywhere. This is it, man. Like at the end of the day, listen, bro. Like I don't feel like I think it's within their right to complain and say, listen, we've got too many cases of COVID. But at the same time, yeah, use your academy. You're not saying you got a bad man academy. Get the kids out, caramba. Put them out for this. You know what I mean? Just use them, caramba. Like get the kids out. You're not saying you got all these, what's it, Phillips and all them youngsters that they got. Field them. Because up until this point, you were only fielding youngsters. So what merda? Why can't you use it now? Do you know what I mean? Why can't you use it now? I'm not blaming Liverpool. I'm blaming the FA. I'm blaming FIFA. I'm blaming all of them lot. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like we can't say we got under 23s. We got these youngsters coming through and everything else like that. And then when we're forced to use them, oh, now we don't want to use them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. What are you lot telling me, people? What do you lot think? What do you lot think? O'Connor, Liverpool are a big club, so it makes financial sense to the FA to have a top Premiership team remain in the competition rather than a small club like Leyton Orient. Exactly. But that's the type of favoritism that shouldn't exist in sport. Do you know what I'm saying? It should be fair play for everyone, not fair play for some or fair play for you because you're Arsenal, or you're this or you're that. Fair for everyone. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. You know what I mean? So it's facts, man. Because why can't they make it? They're not clear about what will actually get a game called off, and they're not clear about who actually has COVID and who doesn't. I'm hearing the Liverpool assistant manager that was going to take over for this game, he's got COVID as well. I'm hearing all these types of things. The statements from the club, I mean, they're so vague. Like the actual statement from Arsenal and Liverpool is so vague that it's like, come on, man. Like you lot, like the fans deserve to know. Like, how many people go to match games and all of this and organize stuff? Like they have the right to know what is going on, not a very vague statement that Arsenal put up. Look what Arsenal put up. We are disappointed to confirm that our Carabao Cup semi-final first leg against Liverpool on Thursday, 6th of January, has been postponed due to COVID-19 outbreak in the Liverpool squad and staff. As a result of the postponement, the order of matches has been changed. Cool. If it's been changed, cool. But why are we playing the first? Look, the first two legs now will be played at Anfield. Why does it need to be at Anfield? Why? Why does it matter if it's at Anfield or is it at Emirates? Like, why do you need to change that bit of it? Cool, they got COVID. Cool, I can understand. Why do you need to change that? Do you know what I'm saying? The returning leg will now be at Emirates Stadium on Thursday, 20th of Jan. It's just like, we apologize to our fans for any disappointment and inconvenience caused. Yes, but you need to elaborate more. Like, I don't get it, caramba. Like, tell us who is out. Why do we need to do this? Like, we know it's COVID, but why? To who? To which players? I'm hearing that they got a goalkeeper that's out now. They got no goalkeepers to field. Cool, tell us that. Do you know what I mean? Man has to be on IG to find out what's going on. Man has to be on Twitter to find out what's going on. Like, it's not good enough, man. They need to be more transparent. And this is why fan channels are booming, because the fan channels give fans more information. I go in the chat now, I'm learning things more than I've seen online from either club. Do you know what I mean? That shouldn't be the case. I don't know, people. What do you lot think? From my knowledge, Klopp and most of his staff have COVID, and the kids train at the same facility as the men. Yeah, I heard that as well. So the kids can't train at the same facility because Klopp, I think he changed their training facility so that everyone trains under one roof. And it's kind of like if you're at work and everyone gets COVID, nobody can go in. Like everybody needs to work from home if possible. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's one of those kind of situations. But I mean, come on, man. They need to clarify this even more. Like, what we got here? We got O'Connor. It's not fair. It's double standards. Exactamente, mo, bro. Exactamente. That's the pucaria that I'm talking about. Like, it is a double standard. Not that it's Liverpool's fault. It's the governing body's fault, man. Like, what they doing? Like, I just don't get it, man. We've got another one here. Matt Chronicle says, apparently the issue was Liverpool had to shut down their practice facility and their academy is the same venue as Liverpool. Apparently Liverpool practice facility and academy are at the same venue. It had to be closed, and league rules state that you need 36 hours to prepare for a game. But yeah, how many cases that we don't know? Exactly. Like, I think a lot of times, I think sometimes football fans are judged unfairly. Like, oh, we just want to moan, we just want to complain, we're just gonna get annoyed. Nah, like, if things are explained, a lot of people will understand. You know what I mean? But things ain't really explained to us like that. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, uh, I don't know. Liverpool have played reserves, yeah, and youth players all the rounds of the EFL, yeah. But now it's a problem that they can't use their academy. Like, I don't know, but maybe because their facilities closed down, maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But like I said, a lot of teams have had to cope with this COVID stuff, yeah, and have not had matches postponed. Chelsea at one point had Lukaku, Werner, Hudson-Odoi, Ben Chilwell, and Kovacic all out with COVID. Where was their matches weren't getting postponed? As far as I can remember, their matches weren't getting postponed. And that's what we want. We just want consistency. It's the same thing when people argue about VAR. I agree with the VAR thing, and I think that this is right in line with the way VAR is used. How one match, one foul is a foul, or a penalty, or free kick, or whatever. It's given. Another match, it's not given. Do you know what I mean? And that kind of inconsistency. It's the same with the way they've been dealing with the COVID thing. Like, you need to make it consistent, or fans are going to complain, and fans have the right to complain because that is favoritism. Whether then it's intentional or not, it's favoritism. And that's the only thing that that gets me annoyed with this. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just, it is what it is. Carl Rossi says, "Good evening, Northside. Big yourself up, my bro. Big yourself up." Hey, Gracie May in the house. What you say? What are you telling me? She said, "Hello, people. Big up Gracie May. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, subscribe. And also subscribe to this channel. If it's your first time here, leave a like, leave a comment. I will be reading all the comments out. So tell me what you think. How do you feel? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's not fair? Do you think there's a double standard? Do you think that if this was the case and they should have said this at the start of the season? You know what? This is 2 years now that we're dealing with COVID, and we still don't know how we're going to be dealing with COVID in terms of football. We don't know. They're saying there's certain players that can be in certain bubbles, they can't go into other bubbles, and then this player may go to there. But then we hear from the government that symptoms may take 2 weeks. So what is going on here? If symptoms are taking 2 weeks and you're getting a jab, like, is it going to show up? Do you know what I mean? It's like, everything's vague, everything's last minute, everything is one thing for one person, but another thing for another person. Just come out, tell us what the regulations are, then no one can complain. You know what I mean? And allow teams to bring through the under 23s to come in and play if need be, if spaces need to be filled. It's not fair on Leyton Orient. It's not fair on Spurs. I can't believe I'm saying this. On Spurs, even though I don't give a crap about Spurs. And it's not fair on Chelsea. These teams they were punished because of all this COVID stuff. Yet Liverpool are not punished. And I'm not saying for Liverpool to be punished. What I'm saying is it needs to be the same all round. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how anyone could disagree with that. But this merda of it works, matches can be called off for you, but not for you, and all this is looking hella shady. I don't know what pucaria they're doing, but sometimes, I don't know, man. In football, they be moving like mafia. Like, poor Leyton Orient, man. Their fans have been going through the mud. You know what I mean? And they didn't have no lifeline. They just had to get kicked out, forfeited the match. That's it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We got Vamos Northside soon. 600 subs. Caralho, vamos. Yo, comenta we. You know what I mean? Love for the love, man. Love for the support. Everyone, listen. Hit the likes. Please subscribe. Give me your opinions. What do you think? What do you think about all of this? And yeah, man, come on, 600, man, trying to get to 1,000. How about that, man? Man, trying to be ambitious. You know what I mean? Trying to give constant content. Today was supposed to be the review. Supposed to be the review for the match against Liverpool tomorrow. But I'm here talking about flipping COVID. Like, you know what I mean? It's just long. Like, I already work in a hospital. Man has to be dealing with COVID all the time. I'm so sick of hearing about COVID, man. So sick of it. But it is what it is. The Macron says, well, FA had a big option. They could have forced a first leg forfeit. Then Arsenal would go to Anfield 3-0 up on aggregate, going into the back leg. I think you mean the second leg. Yeah, I mean, listen, like, I don't think I don't think it's right that a club should be punished because they got COVID. COVID is something we're all dealing with, and nobody has, no, we can't control it. What are we gonna do? We can't control it, caramba. So I don't think we should go up 3-0 to Anfield if it was to go to schedule. All I'm saying is, if they didn't have a goalkeeper, get a goalkeeper out of the reserves. Do you know what I mean? If everybody's forced to do the same thing, no one can't complain because there's no biases. If we didn't have Ramsdale or Leno and we went into the final and we had to field one of our young goalkeepers, I can't complain because it was done to Liverpool. But I'm sitting here saying that's not the case. They're getting certain things going in, not just Liverpool, but some clubs are getting treated in a way that other clubs can't. I think everyone, yeah. If you ain't got to play, if all your right backs are gone, all your wingers are gone, or whatever, all your strikers are gone, bring up the youth from the academy. And if everybody has to deal with that, then no one can't complain. Do you know what I mean? No one can't complain. That's why when it comes with the VAR thing, as much as the rules are wrong, it's like those are the same officials that officiate other Premier League games for other teams. So when Arsenal fans before were saying, the officiating, bro, everyone's dealing with the same referees, the same crap VAR protocol, whatever protocol they're doing. So you can't really say, when I was seeing some Arsenal fans saying, it's a bias against us, but it's happening to everyone. When I had Saint LFC on the show, he was saying the same thing. Do you know what I mean? When the rules apply to everyone, yeah, you can complain and say, look, it's not to a good enough standard, cool. But no one can't say there's no bias in this and that. The way this has been handled, you can arguably say there's a bias here. You can be subjective and say, look, there is a bias here. With multiple teams haven't been dealt with the same way Liverpool has. And it is what it is, man. I don't look for excuses. When we lost to Man City, I held up my hands. But in this situation, I have to be real and I have to say that this is uma merda. Uma merda. Like, how are you dealing with us like this, but you didn't have the same energy against Brentford and Chelsea? That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Carl Rossi, my guy, says smash up them likes. Smash up them likes, caramba. Puta que pariu. Smash the likes up, caramba. Do you know what I mean? Support your boy, man. Support your boy. I'm not even gonna lie. I got a bit of a headache. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even feeling too great. But it is what it is. It is what it is. O'Connor said, could have done that, but it's not in the script. Exactly, man. Exactly. It is what it is. Hussein says, Mr. Northside, how's it going, mate? And good evening. Good evening, caramba. Good evening. Good evening to you too, my bro. Thank you for tuning in, man. Real talk is love to all of you, caramba. Do you know what I mean? If vamos levantar o likes dessa merda, let's up the likes, caramba. Up the likes, puta que pariu. Up the likes, man. Do you know what I mean? And don't forget, subscribe, innit? Support your boy. Come on, familia. This is all familia. This is familia here. Carlos Eduardo says, I don't know, bro. It's frustrating me. We are not playing because of these excuses. What else can I say, my guy? What else can I say, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like, and also another thing I wanted to get in, Gabriel would have missed the match against Liverpool, yeah? He would have missed the match against Liverpool. Now I'm hearing that the Nottingham Forest, they may have a COVID outbreak. You lot can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. And now he may miss now the Liverpool match next week. So it's just messed everything up. Like, it just messed everything up. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Real talk, man. Like, anyway, let's move on to the comments, man. COVID-19 is a circus, bro. Doesn't make sense. It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense, bro. They change it weekly. They change it daily. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. You know what I mean? We've got another comment here. It's a weird situation because probably they include injured players and those who were in AFCON. And that is where I draw the line. Don't come with no bucaria of injuries, yeah? No merda of injuries, yeah? Of AFCON. Because at the end of the day, we've got Aubameyang and we've got Partey out in AFCON. And so do other clubs as well. I'm hearing a madness that Watford don't want their two forward players. Is it Dennis and the other one? I forgot his name. They're trying to stop them from going to the AFCON. People need to put more respect on AFCON. Put more respect on Angola, Africa, all the countries, my continent as well. Because as much as I'm Portuguese, I'm also African, innit? But some flipping respect. When I see players going out, yeah, to flipping Copa America or the Euros or the World Cup, no one be complaining like this, yeah? So I don't want to hear no biases, yeah? These players have the right to represent their fucking country, and I'm not taking no pucaria. They have the right. And let's not make it seem like it's just happening to one team. There's many African players here in the Premier League, and all of them have the right, just like players from other parts of the world, to go represent their country. Eu nunca vi nenhuma merda about that. So don't include that as to why they can't field enough players for this match, because they already knew that AFCON was going to start. Just like us. Partey actually was man of the match for me against Man City, yeah? And we're going into this match without him. I'm not here complaining, say, uma tristeza, I'm so upset. Nah, I took it on the chin. Do you know what I'm saying? Aubameyang, yeah, of course he hasn't been playing that well for us. He's gone. I'm not sitting here complaining. So people need to respect international competition. And maybe just because if you are one of these people criticizing when players go to AFCON, maybe because you don't like it, that's on you. You don't have to watch it. Eu nunca saber. But my continent, I'm a big up. Do you know what I'm saying? Força Africa y Força Portugal, caramba. Do you know what I mean? Let them play their matches, bro. Everybody else gets to go to internationals with no dramas. I'm not hearing that. Don't include that or injuries in this conversation. This is COVID matter. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, on to the next comment. KB, what's annoying is that every game that gets called off, the scenario is different. So no matter what, there's injustice to fans of different clubs. Exactly. Hey, bem falado, mo tropa. Bem falado. Like you said that well. It's truth. It's the facts. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Carl Rossi, my guy. You know what I'm saying? He says, smash the like, subscribe to Northside LDN and Gracie May. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Do you know what I mean? We'll get Gracie on soon enough. You know, last time she came on was a madness. I was a little bit low, but next time the energy will be up again, man. The energy will be up again. But go big up Gracie, man. Real talk, man. We got to support these young gunners. You know what I mean? She's a Languna and she doing YouTube, and I know firsthand it ain't easy. Trust me, it looks a lot easy. It looks a lot easier when you're just watching it, yeah. But when you start doing it, being consistent, scheduling your whole life around this YouTube stuff, doing your whole life, trying to improve, trying to be better, trying to grow, trying to bring content, trying to make your thumbnails better, trying to make the way you're bringing content, but that ain't easy, caramba. You know what I mean? Essa coisa ain't easy. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We move. Big up Gracie, man. Big up Gracie. Jack Mary says, common now. Excuses FC strikes again. I honestly don't care about anything else apart of match day taking care properly of business. I don't really get what you're saying. Like, are you saying that I'm excuses FC? I don't really think so. I think it's a valid discussion to say, listen, we can get this match postponed. That's cool, but deal with every club in the same manner. I don't think that's excuse. I think that's a fact, and it's not been just about Arsenal. It's not an excuse. And also, for them to have an advantage going into the first leg at Anfield, yeah, they're at home first leg. That wasn't how the draw was originally done. So I don't know. If you're saying it's to me, I don't know, bro. I don't know how that's an excuse. But trust me, if I was looking for excuses after the Man City match, I could have made the whole video, caramba, just about VAR. And I chose to not even address it. I said, I'm not discussing it. So I don't know. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. We move. Football Capo says, classy and gentlemen, Arsenal getting shafted again. We were hit with COVID for first 3 games and still had to play. Facts. We sat at the bottom of the table. Pucaria. Yeah, it is a pucaria. It is, man. That's a fact. How is that an excuse? A fact isn't an excuse. A fact is a fact. And that was the fact. And we played on. And I never even complained. I bashed our performances because it wasn't good enough. What I'm saying is Liverpool have the right to postpone the match. They have the right. If they have the right, so does every other Premier League club and every other club, period. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. If you don't get that, bro, I don't really understand that. But Carl Rossi said these situations would be ideal opportunities for otherwise unconsidered youth players to show their worth instead of counseling. Yeah. I can't remember what team it was now. It's kind of escaped me now. I can't remember. There was a team that played a young striker and he came out and scored. And these are the opportunities that you need. We've seen so many players, yeah, get opportunities because of injuries and stuff like that. You know, Saka came through the team. We've had loads of players come through the team of other clubs, Arsenal and other clubs, due to players not being available and things like that. And they, you know, some of these youngsters, maybe one, two, or three of them may capture the opportunity, and there you go. All of a sudden, now you got a big asset. You got a player that has now shown his worth at your club that you would have never known. Do you know what I mean? What was it with Greenwood at Man United? Like, he got an opportunity. I think what was it under Van Gaal? I think it was under Van Gaal. You know, it was an opportunity like that. I think they had a bunch of injuries. They put Greenwood on, and he grabbed the opportunity with both hands. I think it was the same thing with Rashford. Do you know what I mean? And that's when you're on undercover gems. Yo, you're spitting facts, bro. Like, real talk. Put the youth out. Like, I don't want to hear it. Everyone's got an academy. Why are we blowing so many millions? You know how much an academy costs to run a year? Use the academy, caramba. Use the academy. And that's what I'm saying, man. Kappa says, hi, Gracie. Big you up. Big you up. Sentiment FC says, it's ironic Klopp has made all his players get the needle and he has forced a new recruitment policy. Any player to play for LFC needs to get 3 jukids with the needle. Irony. Yo, bro. Listen, we'll just leave that there. You get me, my guy. We'll leave that there. We've got Tom saying they would have made us play regardless. This is what I'm saying. Some people want to look at it and say it's an excuse. Ain't no excuse, man. All I want is equality, and then whatever happens on the pitch, I'm a be critical of my club, of my players, and of my manager. But I want the same for everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Either everyone plays the youth, or everyone, if they have, you know, a mass COVID breakout, can forfeit matches. Pick what they want to do. You know what I mean? But how many matches you're gonna forfeit? Because, you know, it's gonna drag on. The league is gonna drag on. We had 4 months without football. Yeah, we came back. We're facing the same problem. We just need the FA and the governing body just need to make a way that we can get on with football in a way that it's the same rules for everyone, and we have a certain protocol that everybody knows as to if you have an outbreak, what the procedure is that your club needs to do, and every club that faces that needs to do. Do you know what I mean? And it is what it is. It is what it is. Like Chelsea had, like I said, Chelsea had bare man injured, injured. Bare man with COVID. Lukaku, Werner, Hudson-Odoi, Chilwell, Kovacic. Do you know what I mean? And they had to get on with their matches, and they were in a title race. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hold on a sec. Hold on. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm live. I swear down, living in a Portuguese house, they just don't listen, bro. Coming in, people want to say, I'm live, my guy, I'm live. Anyway, people, we're back. KB says, I'd be happy for the game to be rescheduled, but because of Leyton Orient having to forfeit, that is seriously harsh for both Arsenal and Leyton Orient. I think it's more harsh for Leyton Orient. I'm going to be real. Because they had to, like, come on, man, it's Leyton Orient. Like, at least with us, you know what I mean? Like, we rescheduled the match. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? All due respect to them, we're a bigger club. We can field out better players. Do you know what I mean? But to do that to Leyton Orient, it's muggy, man. It's muggy. If I'll have to take my Arsenal hat off. If I was a Leyton Orient fan, I'd say, it's on my merda. In my pucaria. How are you going to do that to us? Like, I don't get it. And then I'll be sitting there like, oh, right, but for Liverpool, you lot are doing this merda. Like, where was the energy for me? Where was this for me? You know what I mean? No, I'd feel hard done by. Look, listen, I would. And anyone that says they wouldn't, you're chatting S because you're not a Leyton Orient fan. But sometimes we need to put our, you know, we need to look through things through other fans, you know, as well, not just as an Arsenal fan. KB says we should have 1 game up on Liverpool right now. Is what it is, my guy. Is what it is. Got another comment here. Come on now, excuses FC strikes again. I don't care of anything else apart from us, Arsenal, taking care of business on match day. We are not in any European competition. We shouldn't really be complaining. I think that's what you're starting to say. Listen, I'm not complaining, yeah? And if you've watched my channel, you see that I make Arsenal accountable. And for that, I've actually got quite a bit of abuse recently for it. I got someone telling me, stop kissing Lee Gunner's arse and all this, bruv. At the end of the day, me and Lee Gunner see a lot of things very similar. It's not my fault. We want the best for the club, yeah? So allow me with the excuses, yeah? Because I never come out and make excuses. Whenever Arsenal lose, I come out and say it as it is, and I get bash from people that just want to be toxic positive. What I am saying for the last time, I'm going to say it, yeah? I want equality when it comes to forfeiting matches. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, and now we're looking like our match fixture is going to be bare congested now because of this. So if they can get matches postponed, I think Arsenal should as well. If you don't, cool. That's you, bro. That's you. That's up to you. You're entitled to your opinion. Listen, everyone here in this platform, you can say your opinion, bro. You weren't rude about it, so I'll read out your comment. And big up to you, Jack, my guy. And he said, free hit the like button, peeps. Yeah, bro. Keep hitting the like button and big up Jack. We move forward. Rossi said, first caught Northside on never a foul. Always thought he should start his own show. Fair play, mate. Class stream. Yo, big yourself up, man. Big yourself up. Yeah, man. That's how I got to know Lee. So I was on Never a Foul. I had a channel. It wasn't really being supported. Obviously looking back, I did a lot of mistakes. And then they saw me on my channel. I think I only had like 50, 30 or 50 followers. And then they were like, come on, Never a Foul. And they liked, that I just said things how it is. And I'm not excuses FC. I say it as it is. I call my own club out. And then from there, they got Lee Gunner on. And then Lee saw me. And the guys that run the Never a Foul channel told me to come on. And then I come on with Lee. I was actually feeling like, because I'm going to move house, I was like, I'll do a channel later. And Lee was like, no, come on, man. Come on my channel and do yourself a channel and whatever. Like, you'll be good, man. Make a channel. So big up Lee, man. Big up Lee. Big up Never a Foul. Never a Foul definitely got me more views, got me seen. And if it wasn't for Never a Foul, I would have never met Lee. Do you know what I mean? And big up Lee, because Lee's really encouraged me in a time that I was falling out. I fell out of love with Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? And he was telling me, nah, man, just say what you got to say. A lot of people feel the frustration you feel. So big yourself up, Carl Rossi, man. You've been a day one, my guy. Day one. So big yourself up, man. And big up anybody else that was there from them times. You know what I mean? Big yourself up. And big up the new people. Do you know what I mean? It's inclusive over here. You know what I mean? Everybody's included. KB, everything's a joke from VAR to COVID-19. I've also had enough of Peter Walton being on my TV screen. Come on, bro. I thought I was the only one, man. You know what I mean? Carl Rossi said AFCON is a class tournament instead of a shitty international breaks for friendlies, etc. Book a slot for AFCON so we can all enjoy it. Yeah, I may do it. Look, guys, listen. Drop a comment. Do you want me to cover the AFCON? Listen, I ain't gonna lie, yeah? Portugal take all of Angola and Cape Verde's best players, isn't it? Like, Nani is Cape Verdean, like me. I'm half Cape Verdean. He played for Portugal. Do you know what I'm saying? Carvalho, that plays for Portugal, he's Angolan. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they take, because, like, basically 5 countries in Africa were colonized by the Portuguese. Angola, where I'm from, Cape Verde, where I'm from, Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique, Saint Tome, 5 countries. And Portugal, because a lot of them were part of the Portuguese colony, a lot of them were born in Portugal as well. They can get Portuguese passport and they can play for Portugal. So actually, when I got into the AFCON, I ain't excited because meu país, my country, Angola and Cape Verde, have a weakened side because any player that's any good plays or wants to play for Portugal. Yeah, but I'm still there. I'm still there with my chest. At the end of the day, it's my country. I'm still support. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, I support Portugal as well because my mum's half Portuguese. But it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, if you lot want me to cover, I'll cover Angola and Cape Verde, innit? Like, I don't mind covering that. You lot tell me if you want to see that. But it's going to be a lot of swearing in Portuguese because I'm telling you right now, my my international teams aren't that great. They aren't that great. Trust me. Like, we're literally, those 5 African countries are the feeder clubs for Portugal. Kind of like Ivory Coast and other French-speaking African countries are like, unfortunately, feeder nations for the French club. The last French team that won the World Cup, everyone was African. Do you know what I'm saying? Even Zinedine Zidane, he's North African. He ain't French. You know what I'm saying? Mbappe's African. Do you know what I'm saying? All these men are African. You know what I'm saying? Conte is African. You can see it clear as day. Do you know what I mean? But who did they play for? France. You know what I mean? That's another thing in football I definitely one day want to get into because I don't think that's fair. Just because you speak the same language doesn't mean that you can play for the European nation just because, it's convenient for them. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, this video ain't about that. Anyway, we move on. Big up, Big Josh. It ain't easy, bro. Yeah, it ain't. Big up, Josh. Go subscribe as well to Josh as well. He's got his channel. Another young gooner. You know what I mean? These men are under 20 years old. Him and Gracie. Go support them, man. Go support their channel. Do you know what I mean? Love to Big Josh, man. My guy. Hussein says, Carl, I agree, bro. AFCON is a good tournament. It is, bro. It is. It is, man. It is. Big Josh said, big up Lee Gunner because he helped me a lot. I'm sure he's helped you a lot too. Yeah, man. Like, Lee's a nice person. Like, I'm telling you, don't get it twisted when you see people on YouTube. Yeah, like, people are nice people. Don't listen to the comments and stuff. Like, when you talk to people off lives, I've finished lives and had conversations with Lee. Trust me, he's a big, trust me, big him up, man. All he ever does is support me. Do you know what I mean? And that's all. Anybody here that has a channel, I'll support as well. I know I work full time and everything else, but if I can make an appearance on your channel, if I can help you, even though I'm a small YouTuber, you know what I mean? And anybody that wants to come onto my channel, as I said before, DM me, Northside LDN on IG, and you can come on, bro. As long as you put your camera on, you can come on. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Big up all Gooners, big up all football fans. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We got another comment here. Big up Mama Africa, the motherland. You already know, my guy. You already know. Rah, so many comments. Okada said, it ain't easy. It ain't, bro. It ain't. It ain't. Got another one here. Arteta out, by the way. Yeah, it's still Arteta out. Do you think I'll flip flop? Is man mad? After man's playing Xhaka against Man City, when how many times has this guy cost us matches? Nah, it's still Arteta out, man. Is now what we got here? What we got here? We got Hussein says, I read that City are interested in Arteta when Pep leaves. It might just be a crappy fake news, bro. Listen, most of the news, yeah, I let it go over my head. Do you know how much stuff, yeah? Look, we're in the January transfer window. Do you know how much crap is going to be invented? I bet you any money, only 5% of it will actually happen in terms of player sales, in terms of who teams are interested in. Like, trust me, the journalists, they know they're mad with this clickbait stuff. Trust me. Gracie May, I can't believe that it got called off. I had a feeling. Yeah, you had a feeling, but why is that? Do you know what I mean? Why should we have this feeling? You know what I mean? And I'm sure you agree with me. We shouldn't be having this kind of problem. Like, we're the Premier League. Like, this is you know, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the same porcaria. Big up Northside and the chat by Footy Chats. Yo, big yourself up, my guy. Big yourself up and thank you for tuning in. Eddie out, Vinay out, Better. Yo, both of them out, man. Both of them out. They can print out the P45 for themselves and for Arteta. And like we say in Portugal, to go to the street, Rua, vai para Rua, yeah? To the street. We don't need you. You ain't good enough. Unless you're winning me a league, you ain't good enough. That's all I gotta say. I know you got that from Lee's channel. Cope Libre. My guy, man. My guy. Northside's a real one. Proper Arsenal fan. Respect, bro. Yo, big yourself up too, man. Big yourself up, man. What we got here? It's true. I live in Leighton, and Leighton Orient is my second club. I'll go watch games with my family and friends. Exactly. So, you know, what's the outrage? What are they saying? You know, because they're seeing this, they're seeing this news. It's breaking on Sky Sports. What do they think about this? Do they feel hard done by? I bet they do. Do you know what I mean? KB says, so we don't have the right to be angry because we don't play European football anymore. Jack. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. I really don't, man. I really, really don't. We got Caps here saying big up Northside and everyone in the chat. Yeah, big everyone up. Thank you for the comments, bro. Thank you. Love to everyone. And we got Caps here. Lee's a good guy. He's a good guy, man. Do you know what? When you're passionate about your club and you're critical, some fans feel like to be a fan, you have to be like, yeah, you know, we lost against Man City because of VAR. Oh, Arteta, he doesn't have his players. He doesn't have... Nah, man. We just say it as it is. Like, we say it as it is. In the last 5 years, we're the third highest spenders in the Premier League. So in terms of money, we shouldn't be finishing 8th and 8th. And also, we haven't won a league in 18 years. We have the right to be vexed. Anyone that is negative are the people that are happy with this. The people that don't demand this club to win a league. Those are the people to me that are negative.
Yo, I don't know what happened. My internet's gone down. Hold on, I'm gonna sign back in, people, through my computer.